Alright, welcome back. So recently, actually I think a couple of days ago, we had a game called The Day Before come out, and it basically was this game that supposedly was this huge MMO game where it was basically kind of like DayZ mixed with The Division. The game looked way too good to be true when it initially was announced, and of course, when it came out, it was not as what it seemed. It basically was an extraction shooter, potential asset flips. I don't really know all about all that deep stuff. Basically, the game was not what they said it was. Okay, that's essentially what it was. But it reminded me of a game that I saw way back when. Let me find it on here real quick. So it was a game called Abandoned the Video Game. Right here is the Wikipedia page. Is the tentative title for an upcoming survival horror game developed and published by Blue Box Game Studios, an independent video game company based in the Netherlands. So as you can see, the developer and everything is Blue Box Game. The director is Hazan Karaman. It was going to be available on PlayStation, Windows, a survival horror. However, it has changed so much throughout the years on what it was going to be. This is the company logo and stuff like that. And apparently this is some sort of game that was coming out that was supposed to be a huge deal. Alright, so here's the teaser trailer that was announced. This was 2 years ago. The teaser trailer was announced from PlayStation themselves for the PS5. So we're going to take a look at that.
Let me tell you a story. A true story. A story that could overcome to all of us. Imagine waking up at a place far, far away from home. Away from your loved ones. Away from friends. Away from safety.
So yeah, as you can see, I mean, well, I accidentally clicked off the trailer, but we'll go and cut it right here. So as you can see by the trailer, it looks fairly good. You know, it looks, you can see the woods and stuff and how everything looks and stuff like that. It looks pretty good for the most part. You can see some trees and you see the ray tracing and stuff like that. Pretty, important stuff to see in a video game nowadays in 2023. It's basically was kind of showcasing what the world. So as you can see, here's some gameplay of you actually running as the player character. That's it. It's just literally just a quick little. Why is my captions off? There we go. Yeah, so, kill, trespassed. Right there you see a wall with that. Godstown. Okay, interesting. What's Godstown? That sounds interesting, and unique. Yep, you can see some trees, and looks like there's some sort of red filter over it. It looks more red on my monitor. It might just be not that. You can see a nice little campfire. Not too shabby, not too shabby. Looks pretty good for a fire. Better than... Well, Minecraft looks better, but Abandoned. I think there's a little bit more to it. Yeah, Q4 2021. So this was supposed to come out 2 years ago. Yep, here's the gameplay, and you can see that just looks off. I don't know, something about that just looks off. The reflections, like if we rewatch that, let's rewatch that. The reflections look good, but it's just the hand. It just looks like a fake. Like if you took a prosthetic hand and just held it up and ran with it with a camera, that's what it looks like. It looks kind of weird. So we didn't really get much. Yeah, so gameplay reveal coming soon. We didn't get much gameplay and stuff like that, but that's just gonna happen and stuff. And yeah, we didn't get a whole lot of gameplay, and let's take a look at the lore behind what happened with this thing, because I was actually really interested in it for a long, long time. I was extremely interested in the game, and it just ended up never coming out, so I didn't know what exactly was going on with the game. So here is their Twitter page, by the way. Move that over just a smidge. So this is their Twitter page. Blue Box Game Studios is the developer of the game. They've got 50,000 followers, following 17, and we're gonna go to the very bottom. So somebody with a Metal Gear Solid type face with the eye patch, because the main character Snake, depending on what version of Snake, of course, but typically the main character of Metal Gear Solid has an eye patch, as you can see right here. It's kind of, you know, very vague, but kind of similar to the characters and stuff like that. So it makes you think like, huh, interesting, right? Interesting, very interesting. So going back to their Twitter page, they later tweeted, "We want to set things straight. We have no relations with Konami. Silent Hill is owned by Konami. We have no relations with Hideo Kojima, and it was never our intention to tease the game as Silent Hill." What? Yes, you did. Yes, you did. You did it because people have been wanting a really good new Silent Hill game for years, and you did it because of that. Alright, let's just be honest here. Next, they say gameplay facts, next-gen graphics, 4K 60, no HUD, minimal manual ammo check, take care of wounds, realistic cinematic survival, snowflakes of blood. Whatever the hell that means. I have a picture of, looks like just a game picture. You got blue. Correct answer, blue refers to something else. Yeah, whatever this is. We are a small indie developer with actual real people working on a passionate game. We do a live stream with a Q&A. So this is the director of the game. His name is Hassan Karaman, I think, or something like that. I can't really pronounce his name all that well. But this is him. You know, supposedly this is him. Right here, basically. Let's see if I can go in.
Yeah, my face and that I'm real, and hopefully we'll do a QA very soon. Just have to figure out when it would be, and then we'll talk more. All right, everyone, have a good one. Just wanted to do a really quick video just to show myself that I'm a real person.
And then here's another video.
Studios, the game director for a band to have it then. There were also last-minute bugs that we had to deal with. The localization isn't fully completed yet. So yeah, I hope you understand. I'm sorry for this, and thank you for your support.
Yeah, I don't know. It's kind of weird if you really sit there and think about it, because of the fact that he's just like, sorry guys, you know, he doesn't really give off any explanation on what's going on with the game. So basically, they had this huge deal where on PlayStation 5, you're going to be able to download an app and basically be able to watch a trailer in real time. Like with the PS5 graphics, you know, when you watch a trailer on, like, let's say the internet, you know, it's really compressed. With it being on YouTube, the video is going to be compressed. This video is going to be compressed. But apparently, they were going to do a real-time experience as a game application that does much more than just a video. Now, apparently, this is supposed to allow you to play the game. You were going to be able to play some sort of prologue, and you were going to basically be able to do a bunch of cool things with it. And basically, they released it for preload. This, to this day, I think, is the only... Yeah, this is the only gameplay or anything on that app. Somebody walking to wherever that is. That is literally the only thing on that application. So there's a patch live, check the availability, access to the app, short introduction teaser for the app, which is right here. FAQ answers most of your questions regarding that. Now, they did delete a few tweets I do remember seeing. Basically, it was supposed to come out on, like, I think a Friday or something. It ended up not coming out until, like, I think that next Monday or something like that. It basically, like, when it was supposed to come out, it didn't come out till extremely late, and they tried to say that it was because of, I don't know, some bug or something, but I don't know about that. And, yeah, so here we are. Yeah, they did get death threats, which I never support death threats, by the way. Yes, you know, regardless of whether this was, you know, a bad thing for the company, whether or not them lying about them being a new Silent Hill game was right. No, they should never have done that. But death threats are definitely not recommended. Now, ever since then, I'm pretty sure that there's been nothing new about that. As you can see, like 2021, they're just posting some stuff. Apparently, their YouTube channel's hacked. 2022, they wanted to see development footages. And people were finding Hideo Kojima and just harassing him about the game. He addressed it publicly. He said it was calling it a nuisance. stuff like that. Really nothing new. Recently been bombarded with requests and questions regarding the development of Abandon. Canceled. Our response to these rumors are false. We're working on the reveal of the real-time experience app and online channels, along with the prologue of the game, where it was initially planned for Q1 2022. So basically, they don't have any sort of reveal date or anything like that, which isn't bad. It's not a bad thing to take your time on a game, but when this is a developer that has gone through a lot of different. Yeah, so as you can see right here, this is essentially, we'll get that out of here. This is essentially a list of what Blue Box Game Studios has been up to since 2015. They apparently announced a horror game called Rewind. They delayed the playable teaser because of technical issues. Sounds pretty familiar, right? Said it'll have VR, then they canceled the VR, canceled the Kickstarter. Development is on halt. They have a new project. Development has been resumed. Game was never released. Website was deleted. In 2015, they announced a PC-exclusive horror game, The Lost Tape. Said stream gameplay soon. Game never came out. Deleted from website. Announced another new horror game called The Whisper, coming out in June of 2017. Game never came out. Multiplayer horror game. Game never came out. 2019, released a broken mobile app called Tales of the Six Swords. They stole an anime character art and made it the app's icon. Said an update was coming to this non-working app. Removed the app from the store. They released a horrible horror game called The Haunting on Steam in early access. 100% negative reviews. Removed the buy option. Big update coming soon. Delays. Update was never released. And they basically deleted the game. Now, they did Abandon. They said that the PS5 real-time app would be available August 10th. Have technical issues and are working on resolving it ASAP. And it is delayed indefinitely. So that kind of shows what kind of company these people are. Which, I mean, starting a game, canceling it maybe once is fine. You know, canceled games happens all the time. But when you have a track record like this, it's a little suspect, for sure. So here is a website from DualShockers that basically tells the whole story behind the Abandoned game. Now, also, I was wrong. They would be releasing the app on June 20th, and it took until August 10th to get that, when all it was just a video teaser that was on their Twitter page. Yeah, this is what the app looked like. Basically, it had the one little introduction that you could see on Twitter, and that was it. And it took, I think it took like 20 gigs too, like 20 gigabytes of your storage and stuff. Yeah, so it's definitely not a new Silent Hill Metal Gear game, but people thought so because of just the way they were teasing it. They basically were hopping on the theories and conspiracy theories and the hype of the game by showing being like, oh, starts with an S, ends with an L. They were basically hopping on that train and, being like, yeah, guys, here it is. Yes, it's we're teasing that it's Silent Hill, but then we can't actually say it's Silent Hill because else we'll get in trouble. So we're going to tease it, get hype build up, and then disappoint everybody. So that's what happened with that. Now, the final point to say is that Blue Box insiders say that Abandoned doesn't actually exist. It's a game wrapped in mystery. First came up, it was assumed that it was a front for a new Hideo Kojima game. It's a conspiracy theory that Blue Box Games seemed to lean into, making it more disappointing for some when it turned out that Abandoned wasn't a new Silent Hill game. Yeah. Now, there is a couple new Silent Hill games coming out that they announced, I think, last year maybe, that was completely separate from what all this was. Apparently people are saying that the game doesn't actually exist at all, which has happened before in the past where people create a supposed gameplay trailer and it turns out that it wasn't the actual game. I'm talking to you the day before. But it was supposed to launch in 2021, but it doesn't even exist and apparently has been delayed indefinitely. So this is the app. It only took 2 gigs. My bad. I thought it took a lot more than that. Now, as far as I'm aware, I think you can still download this on your PS5. So if you're really interested in checking it out, you can. It's free. It's not like it's going to charge you or anything like that. Well, there's just been a lot of like suspect stuff behind the creators and stuff, and apparently, when I mentioned before that it was a survival game and then a action horror game, let's look at this little paragraph right here. Basically, what he wants from Abandon, many feel, is a derivative of Kojima's work, further leaning into the conspiracy theory that put him on the map. For example, a new plot point would see the game center around a fourth wall breaking AI. A leaked piece of audio also features some poorly translated Japanese, which sources cite as evidence of Karaman's Kojima inspirations. However, the fans don't know if this will actually look like. As per the report, they still haven't had a good look at the game, only see in-game walls, nothing more. Of course, the prologue was promised to be available at the public early 2022, but that has also come and gone. Yes, there was going to be more Metal Gear type stuff related in the game. I don't know, it's weird, because it's like every time they throw a conspiracy theory at the game, instead of, you know, straight up denying it and saying, no guys, you know, this is our own game, this has nothing to do with, you know, Silent Hill, Kojima, Metal Gear, whatever. Instead of saying no and being legit, they are basically just giving in and saying, yes, this is actually the game. You know, the game is a actual freaking new Metal Gear, you know, but we're teasing it. We can't tell you, you know. And at first, I'm not going to lie, when the first little bit of, you know, tweets and, you know, information came out about the game, I did 100% believe that it was a new Kojima hidden game, just because there was too many, like, there was just too many, you know, coincidences and stuff. But now that it's been, what, 2 years since the game was announced, and it's been a year since I think it's been about 2 years since all this crap happened, and we haven't seen nothing from the game. Like, if I go to their last tweet was March of last year. Yeah. No. Their last post was November of last year. So over a year ago was the last time they tweeted, basically talking about how Kojima has personally addressed these rumors himself. So yeah, this game has been on my mind a lot, especially recently because of the fact of the day before, how the game was advertised as being this, but then the game actually ended up being this, and then they deleted all the evidence that showed it was going to be this. And this was just one of those games I was really interested in, and maybe we'll get some information. You know, maybe I post this and magically we get information. Who knows? But this was me talking about the Abandoned game by Blue Box Game Studios. If you guys enjoyed the video, leave a like. I do appreciate it, and I will see you guys in the next video. Peace out.